this is Rob, and I'm playing Achilles Crowfang.
Hi, this is Pat, and I'm playing Hajime.
Hi, this is Jade. I'm playing Isabel.
This is Ricky. I'm playing Verna Ziert.
Hello, everyone. This is Chris, and I am playing Wayland Gradius.
And I, as always, am Mitch. Welcome to this weird corner of the internet known as the Storm Gaming Alliance. You have joined us for our Real Play D&D podcast. It is a 5e system loosely adapted for a sci-fi setting. During our last encounter, Ricky's family got sucked into space.
I mean, Verna's family, but I'm glad it wasn't actually my family.
You're right. Verna's family got sucked into space. Everybody else managed to make it off the station pretty well. Bunny has gone absolutely insane and hijacked the ship and the remaining Blackwoods, and you guys have, you're landing on this alien planet. Now, while we were away, I posted in our group chat about where you guys wanted to land. I gave you a couple options, and I believe you chose the coast.
That is true.
Whoop whoop.
That is true.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys are, you managed to land, and you send out the rendezvous coordinates here. You get response from roughly 130 escape pods. They hold about 15 people each. There were 18 transport ships similar to what you guys travel in, although yours is a little more modified and armored and weaponized thanks to Hajime and Achilles in their... Stop moving the ship.
Sorry. Didn't realize that was interactive.
Yes. Thanks to their meddling and whatnot, getting it up to, for their away missions. And so that brings us to the planet here. Who would like to get us started?
I'm sorry, but I'm not in this map.
I guess I'll do it.
Can you send me the map link?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
So I guess once we're landed and the distress beacon stuff comes out, I guess I'll head to the beach and I'll grab whatever. I don't know what all kind of supplies and stuff are on the ship. I mean, I know it's a landing craft, so I assume we have at least some basic survival stuff.
So, given the time that they had available to them while they were, running for their lives trying to get off, Hajime managed to load up a crate of food, crate of camping supplies, and a crate of raw resources.
All right, cool. Well, I'll grab the crate of camping supplies, because if there's anything I've learned is you don't touch the food because Hajime gets angry. Mm-hmm. So I'll head out to the beach and I'll kind of look over and be like, Wayland, you mind helping me set up, I guess, a campsite?
Yeah, absolutely.
These away ships, they can typically hold about 75 people for individual transport missions along these lines. So each set of supplies is in its own shipping container, roughly 10 feet by about 30
Okay,
feet.
so it's a fair amount of supplies.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you'll be able to...
Did anyone else, besides just the group of us, evac on our ship?
Yeah, you guys just kind of started piling people in. You have...
Mostly a bunch of dock workers, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you have about 50 people plus yourself.
Okay.
So this coast that you guys have landed on is deep purple waters, and it shimmers and glows. You see, the ripple of some animals moving about in there. The sand itself is this dark crimson red. Stepping out, it's a little more coarse than sands that you're used to, but just it's a different planet. The trees, they're changing between orange and brown, a little bit of purple. You're in a Dr. Seuss kind of book with its color variants for the trees. Pretty. You see some light cave, some small ones kind of dug into the rocks that have been eroded over time. In the distance while you were landing, you did note what could possibly be the structure of some old ruins of a long gone civilization. And sort of attached to the cliff face here are these large crystal-like structures sticking out, not housing or anything like that, just clumps of brightly colored gems.
Neato.
The seashells, as you step out of the ship, notice they have an almost metallic-like quality to them.
All right. I guess we'll usher the people out. And is anybody particularly good at medical treatment?
Like, are you asking the dock worker, like the people that
No,
came
I'd
with you,
go
or are
with
you
our
asking
group.
like the group?
I'd go with our group first.
Okay.
On a sliding scale, I'm about a 2.
I'll give you a 1.
All right.
Aren't you a doctor?
No.
I could give a 4.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I will task this to Isabel then. If you could, as the dock workers and such kind of file out of the ship, if you just want to kind of give everybody a once over, check everybody out, make sure any major injuries we deal with however we can. Wayland, if you want to help me set up camp, I don't know, clear any brush and
Yeah, absolutely.
gather firewood and stuff. I figure you're probably, fairly used to stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I can do that. Hey, DM, do we have masks on or anything, or are we breathing this air? We just walked right out.
So you guys can breathe the air. I'm not going to land you on a planet where you can't.
Thank you. Just making sure.
We all instantly die. Game over. Bye.
Achilles is left alone with his thoughts, and William.
Yeah. No. I mean, nobody thought the check getting out of the ship, but no, we're not going to land you on a planet that doesn't have it.
Fair enough.
I assume
was just
something
waiting
on.
for my turn.
I assume something on the dashboard would have wee-wooed if there was no oxygen.
It is. So the air is. It's a little more oxygen rich than you guys are used to. So it'll take a little bit of time to acclimate to that properly, but
Temporary contact high.
pretty much.
We're calling this episode Hajime Gets Happy.
Hey, Verna. You want to help me out with checking everyone over? Yeah. Mechanically, I'm using you for the help action.
Yeah, so Verna says nothing, but she walks over to you and stands near you.
Okay. Yeah, I will direct you to do things as I look everyone over because I want an advantage.
So
Right.
Can't
Yeah.
blame
She's helpful, but a little bit
Stoic?
less responsive than normal.
Gotcha.
So looking people over, you notice most of them are okay. A few minor cuts and bruises. There's one guy who's got a broken leg and another guy that's missing like half his hand.
Oh. I have a stupid question.
Okay.
Which half of his hand?
Is he all right?
Ring pinky.
Okay, so he lost the outside. The ring to pinky?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No.
Do we have any medical supplies on the ship?
You have like a basic first aid kit. There was no. Hajime didn't load medical supplies.
I'll say I have my medical bag, but that's about it.
I think I have some duct tape.
Hey, there we go. We're basically trauma surgeons.
I mean,
You're not correct, but you're not wrong. I'm gonna try to make a makeshift splint for the guy his leg is broken.
okay.
Yeah, so with Verna's help, that is a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Wow.
This man's leg has never felt so unbroken in his life.
We take what we can get.
I guess I'll grab some bandages or something and try to help the guy with only half a hand. Or
Hey,
one
wrap
and a
him up
half
the best you can.
hands. Yeah. Same thing with Verna's help. Modify 22.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you managed to cauterize the wound and whatnot. Maybe at some point Hajime will be able to put on some fancy robot fingers or something, but it's currently not a life-threatening issue.
Yeah, he won't die. That's a positive.
He can still pick up a cup with those 3 fingers. He doesn't need my bionic help.
Yeah.
I mean, but think about if he was a gamer.
He's not, though.
Hey, yo.
How do you know? Do you know him?
You don't know. You don't know his life.
We don't have video games. We're stuck on a deserted planet. Nobody's a gamer right now.
So you guys are, you're unpacking and whatnot, and you're exploring. Are you going to camp right here on like the water's level, or are you going to try to move in a little bit? You're going to scan the area.
I would like to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. We're probably on the same track.
Yeah, Wayland would definitely, probably with Achilles, would like to kind of walk around, survey the area, maybe look for tracks, wildlife, flooding.
Sure.
Definitely flooding.
Yeah, roll me nature. So you will note that this is like going uphill. You're not sure, but you're not sure what the tide levels look like. But you'll, give me a nature check, and we'll go from there.
Sure.
I'm incredibly happy that you and I were on the same page on that one. I'd like to double check to make sure there's no flooding.
How about a 6?
Ooh.
A 6?
I'll give you advantage. Go ahead and roll again, since we're together anyway.
Okay.
Because my nature is only somewhat better.
How about a 13 then?
So you are pretty sure that the water itself will probably only rise to about here.
Okay.
You're not really picking up on any tracks other than nothing that seems like a large prey or a large predatory animal.
Okay.
Standard things coming down to grab a drink or whatever.
Sure.
In the meantime, you said that there's gems, right? Like, are they just kind of interspersed around the beach?
They are large, like crystalline rock structures sticking out of the side of the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. So
think like leaning pillars, not just sparkly sands.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Verna's gonna walk over to one of those because she's done helping Isabel, I believe. So she's gonna go over to one of those structures and kind of like look at it and maybe try to chip some off, and she's just checking
Sure.
it out.
Roll me an attack on that if you're trying to break some of this gem off.
Okay. What is that? What do I roll for that?
Whatever attack you would like to use, whatever one of your
Oh, right.
weapons.
Okay. Sorry, I'm rusty. It's been like several weeks since I've attacked anything.
Okay.
Let's see. I think it makes sense.
Don't use the gun.
She just shoots it.
We have guns?
I have a pistol, yeah.
I don't.
We're told to unequip our pistol.
Oh.
She was supposed to do that. You guys
Look,
have
I asked you to check my stuff, so it's technically not my fault. I'll take it off. It's fine, because I wasn't going to use it on the rock anyway.
You guys have like your standard combat knife. That's about all you were able to prep on the mad
Oh
dash
no,
out
I
of the
have a
ship.
dagger. I have a dagger I found in the downstairs section in the basement of that one place, along with my pinup girl thing.
That's a standard combat knife, love.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
I love you. You're too wholesome for this campaign. That's why I had to kill all of your family.
Be wholesome, your family gets killed. Lessons.
Oh, it's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. So yeah, you're chipping at this thing, but it's nothing really seems to be breaking off. These are fairly solid. They're pretty. They reflect the light pretty nice.
It's cathartic. It's better than stabbing Isabel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Verna's going to be by that rock for a little bit.
She's just jamming away at it. Just
Yep. She's working on it.
Sure.
comes back to the ship. Her blade is like half the length it was when she started.
So about this time, some of the other ships are starting to kind of converge. Some are landing up on up along here. You've got 2 more of the transport ships. 5 or 6 of the little escape pods are landing over here, and you can see more like on the horizon.
Oh boy.
Well, I'll say this to everybody. Do we want to try to get up a little bit of ways from this the water here? Because it looks like the water's going to go up a good 20 or 30 feet. I don't know when, but kind of looks like it rises up to about where the center area is. So I don't know if we want to move camp to higher ground. What do you guys think?
Yeah, move camp up just out of this little shoehorn at least.
You will know that you can do like some basic geological scanning and whatnot with the ship as well. Try to find a more optimal location.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I would entertain that.
Yeah, good question, DM. The ship's still flyable?
Yeah. You guys didn't crash or anything like that.
Okay. I was going to say once we have everybody out of the ship and whatnot, Hajime would suggest that we put the ship up, about where those swirly bits are, so it's up out of the water and out of the way.
Yeah. That's no problem. You can get up there, and you're all of you guys are landing in sort of the same area.
Okay.
With the other pods and whatnot coming down. Landing in roughly the same square mile of landing zone,
Cool.
All right.
each with their own similar set of supplies. You would have enough to make a fairly sizable stronghold somewhere.
All right, time to find a place to make a shanty town.
Yeah, pretty much. Turning shipping containers into housing, maybe working with some of the natural cave formations in the area, depending on what you guys scan. So if somebody would like to operate these scanners.
A Hajime or me, I guess. I'm assuming it's a tech check.
It will be tech, and for those of you just joining us, we are using Arcana for our tech skill.
And also,
you are
why
just
are
joining
you
us, you're a little
here
late.
and not at the first season? If
Yeah,
this
why are
is the
you
first
here,
time
not at
joining
season
us?
1? Go back, watch the entire first season, then come back and join us. You'll be welcome.
That being said, we love you anyway.
Since Achilles is doing the shantytown setup, I'll do the Arcana or the tech scan for
I'm gonna be king of tech of
resources.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and give me that check?
18.
Yeah. So it kind of pings and radars around. You will note that some of these cave structures seem to be significantly deeper, and it's usually one way in, one way out kind of caves.
So like a sharp slide in and no other exits. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it'd be relatively simple to set up some makeshift barriers and defenses around them.
What about this area right here?
That would be the entrance to one of the main caves.
Okay, so that's one of the big caves.
Yes.
Ooh, might be worth checking out.
You could probably fit, based off of the scan you're thinking, you could probably fit about 1,000 people in there. Like comfortably fit about 1,000 people in there.
How many made it off the ship, give or take?
Your best estimate, based on the 18 transport ships and the 130 escape pods that we're registering,
Yeah.
you're thinking about 3,300 people
Okay.
out of 15,000.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm focusing on the alive number.
Yeah.
It's a rescue ship half full, not half empty.
Damn
A
straight.
rescue ship like a third full.
If we set up in this cave and then use the shipping containers as like quote unquote like walls / additional housing, basically.
Like right around here.
Yeah, basically set it up so it doesn't encroach entirely on the path. But like we can use the plateau that's up here. You know, there's another one that's back this way. So I think
Depending on what you guys roll, you can set up like some of the transport ships to be used as like outposts for defensive purposes. They've each got a couple of small weaponries. Nothing that's gonna like you're not gonna start a war with these things, but you'll definitely be able to defend.
yeah, against space bears.
Yeah.
All right, I'll I guess anyone want to go spelunking?
I'd give it
I'll
a
come
go.
with it. Isabel grew up in a mining town, so
That'll work.
Same. Yeah, I'll come along too. Why not?
we're all poor together, except for Achilles.
Was poor of character, not poor of money.
Well,
Very important difference, but equally as bad. So yeah, let's go splunking, and I guess Hajime, if you want to, I honestly keep doing like get as much scan info as you can, and I guess if you guys and the survivor stuff want to start moving the containers and whatnot, and kind of figure out an outside layout, we'll figure out if there's anything terrifying on the inside.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Sounds pretty good.
Verna is at this point wailing on this gem.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at that, choose to not acknowledge it because she needs this, and walk towards the cave.
I am going to look at her longingly for a moment, very upset, before walking to the cave.
Wayland just goes, get it, Verna.
Hajime kind of looks over at Verna and then looks at William and just kind of like silently motions it to go over. So William is just going to sit over by where Verna is. So when she's done wailing on a rock, she can hug the dog at least.
Aww. Well, Verna's gonna turn to William and just go, can you help me with this? I'm trying to get one of these shards off of here.
We think that she's hitting a rock out of anger and catharsis. Really, she just wants the shiny.
If the DM allows it, the dog will make an attack.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right. Let me bring up his sheet.
While we're doing this, I need you guys to also roll initiative, please.
All right, Space Bears. Remember, Chris, you have advantage.
Yes, thank you.
I got you. Man, I rolled really mid.
For a second, I thought you had advantage against space bears.
I think Waylon should have advantage against Space Bears.
I just have to draw a circle.
You seen the size of this man? Justin, put something up on screen. YouTubers, you're gonna love this. Oh my God, Verna. One, how do you have a plus 10 on initiative? Two, goddamn.
I actually have no idea why I have a plus 10 on initiative.
Holy crap.
So I rolled a 20 and then it was a plus 10, so it's a 30?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Well,
Is that right?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely possible, 100%. That's
Yeah.
insane.
I'm here
Grief
with an
makes
11.
Verna real sharp.
Man, where did you get?
Hajime's dog goes before me.
Did William already attack the thing?
No, I had to. I
I
had
got
to find the thing to do it.
Where did you? Oh, there's your plus. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's your alert feature. That's what it is. That makes much more sense. I was like,
Yeah.
how do you?
Oh, okay.
I was like, how do you have a higher initiative than I do? I got max dex.
Yeah.
Oh, did I do something wrong?
No, you're good.
No, it's-
you have a plus 3 from your dex, a plus 5 from the alert feat, and then somewhere else you got another bonus.
Right, okay.
From
William gets a
something.
17.
Cool. So
Ooh.
with that 17, you managed to chip off this like fist-sized purple gem.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it just bites into the crystal. You see its head wiggle back and forth before there's a final crunch, and it sits there still for a minute because I want to make sure it didn't break itself. But then it just drops this big chunk at your feet.
Okay, so Verna turns to William and she goes, "Good boy! Oh my God, you're such a good boy! Lala's gonna love this when they land. I can't believe it. Mommy's probably gonna make some jewelry out of this one, huh?"
Oh God.
Oh no.
Good.
I was gonna do something terrible with the gem, but I'm changing their entire structure now. I feel horrible.
Oh man, she's gone. Oh good, she's in denial. Is that the second stage? First stage?
Dabda, yeah.
It's safer this way.
Oh boy, this is going.
So she puts the gem in her little bag.
Okay.
Hey, when they land, they're gonna be charcoal, but like, it's fine. It's
Jesus.
hey,
Okay.
you did this.
I did. So who's going to the cave?
Waylon. Waylon's gonna shuffle, actually. He's gonna shuffle when Verna says that. He's gonna shuffle on by.
The quickest shuffle in the West.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Isabel's going to the cave.
All right.
Achilles is also going to the cave.
You know, I think if Verna sees everybody going to the cave and she's got her gem, she's probably gonna go too.
Okay.
All right.
Which also means William is going to the cave.
Heck
Hajime
yeah.
is staying to do his scanning.
All right. Then let's start with Hajime, and we'll get you all lined up at the cave here. Then. All right, Hajime. Why don't you start giving me a couple of rolls here. See what you can scan. What specifically are you searching for?
First thing Hajime is probably going to search for is maybe a inland water supply, because one could assume that the seawater be seawater.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can scan that then too.
All right. And the other thing he would be looking for is basic metals.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an 11 for the water check.
So scanning the water, you note that it's pretty close to H2O. There's some added like nitrogen in it, and the salt content seems a little high, but it's essentially Earth seawater.
Okay, but there's no like inland bodies of water nearby that I can ping.
Oh, inland?
Yeah, like away from the sea line.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood what you were searching for.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm something other than the ocean.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be salty.
Yeah. So you actually scanned something about 2 miles inward. It seems to be some sort of lake with a couple of small tributaries coming off of it, moving down towards the water, and a large one heading further inland.
Okay. Let's make a quick note of that. And then the search for workable material.
Yeah, so you are actually pinging a whole bunch of metal scrap all over the beach.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you wanted to be rolled twice. I guess unless that.
No, I'm just gonna give it to you because it was in the initial description.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you're pinging a whole bunch of metal scrap there.
A whole bunch of metal scrap.
Yeah.
There's not like any. I guess not like close to, but like notable actual metal deposits in this small area we're at.
Not where you're currently located.
All right. Oh, that's something to think about.
Mm-hmm. Ironically, had we landed on the islands where you wanted to, you would have had nothing but iron. Well, the islands were formed by meteor impacts over the years.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just no one wants to listen to Hajime.
Anything else you're looking for?
Nothing that would just be a basic generic scan. Other stuff I'm probably going to have to actually have a foraging team go out and bring back like vegetable material and see if that can be eaten or not. But that's something Hajime can start working on in a later point.
Okay.
Why don't we see how William survives with the gang?
All right. Sounds good to me. So you guys are heading into a cave. Hajime, you said you're sticking around outside.
Yeah, but William's keeping on Verna's heels.
That's fine. That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
So if they get into a fight, I'll just be running my defender.
All right.
Nice.
So you guys enter this cave, and as you start stepping inside, it seems to be large and windy. I assume, Pat, that William has some sort of like scanner, like
of sorts,
like a radar or something.
As far as that's concerned, he's got the ability to see in darkness, so he's got NVGs.
Okay.
But no fancy scanning or anything like that. But if he needs to make a check, I've got his stat block.
Okay, cool. That works for me. I mean, nothing within the first 15 feet of this cave. So yeah, you guys enter and you come through this little twist here, and you kind of end up in this antechamber, for lack of a better term, right at the entrance of the cave. So what would you guys like to do? You're still getting a little bit of natural light.
I was gonna say, do we have flashlights or light up a torch or something?
Yeah. You're each come equipped with a flashlight.
Okay.
Oh,
And,
good. I was going to ask if William had headlights.
Isabel turned her flashlight on.
Nope. He doesn't need headlights. He can see in the dark.
Oh, right.
He's painted black for an important reason.
Yep. I guess we'll just kind of wander around and see what we see. Really, I'm just looking to see if anything currently resides in here that needs
yeah.
Sure.
a swift end.
Well, as you guys go through this cave, I'll let you make checks whenever you feel is necessary.
Okay. I'd like to check for any kind of tracks or footprints right at the mouth, actually, just
Sure.
to catch anything going in or out.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and do that then? Give me a nature check.
Sure.
I'll give him the help action.
Or survival. I'll allow either one in this case.
All right. We'll do survival with the help of Achilles here.
Advantage.
See what we got. About a 21.
Nice.
21.
Yeah.
So you note some small tracks, like smaller than what was outside. Little slithers.
Okay.
Roughly the size of like a lizard.
All right.
Seems to be coming in and out. There is tracks that are mostly worn away of a large paw like design, but it's they look like they haven't been made in quite some time.
Okay. I'll kind of let the group know, looks like it's one point something big lived here, but looks like it's long gone now. I think it's just looks like maybe lizards and stuff's in here now.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, let's take our time. Make sure we, obviously, if you guys spot any hazards per se, we'll make sure to try to deal with them as best we can. Because I think the size of this cave is going to be about the best we're going to get without going so far inland that we lose the coast.
I agree.
If y'all want, Isabel will lead the way into the caves. She has a really high perception.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give me perception here?
I will.
Rolls 1, falls off a cliff.
It could happen.
D&D.
That's a 26.
Cool. So as you're walking in, you're about 150, 200 yards into this cave at this point. You notice that without the natural light, there seems to be like glowing ore running through the caves itself, like built into the walls, and you can almost see in dim light.
Oh. I'm gonna click off my flashlight for a second, just to, enjoy the fact that it glows. I guess.
As you do that, the light around you seems to get a little brighter.
Oh.
Looking at this rock, this isn't like something that's gonna make me grow like a second head or lose a testicle, is it?
I'll let you roll perception. No, I'll let you roll investigation, and if Verna decides to help, you can get the advantage at that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see what happens. Yeah.
Perceive radiation.
Oh.
That was with the advantage.
That's I rolled a 1 and a 3 for a 7.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I am no rock person.
Yeah, you are no geologist, my friend.
Oh yeah, you see Achilles walk up to the wall and like he just kind of like touches the rock and kind of like scrapes it a little bit with his fingernail and then licks it.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
I think it's fine, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, you guys keep moving, and with still basing it off of that high roll that Isabel had, you come to a little bit of a cliff face. You can't exactly tell how far down because the light seems to be playing a little bit of a trick on you.
Can I grab a loose stone and throw it down and count how long it takes for it to hit the bottom?
Sure.
I do that. What do you want me to roll for that?
I don't know. How about just perception?
Survival, I guess?
Yeah. Just give me perception just to see if you can estimate here.
Okay. Sounds good to me. That's 22.
You note
Wow.
that it fell for exactly 7 seconds.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
All right, so anyone else in this group who knows how that actually works? Because
That's
Isabel
pretty
should
far.
know. Jade doesn't know.
That's fairly far.
That is really far.
If we're going off of Dungeons and Dragons rules, technically speaking, that could be that could be a lot. That could be anywhere from 50 to 500 feet, technically.
Oh my god.
I will tell you, it's about a 50-foot drop.
That's unfortunate.
It's far enough that I would break my ankles.
Yeah, definitely breaking them ankles. All right.
Damn.
Do we have climbing gear?
Yeah, I do.
And I believe William can help with that.
Shit, that's not what I want.
At least he was able to in season 1.
I don't know how that works.
Orc.
There it is. Yeah, I mean, I have, pittance and such. So, yeah, I guess with William's help, we'll try to kind of anchor a rope down so people can just kind of like hand over hand until we can find a more permanent way to get people down this way, just for spelunking purposes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Why don't you go ahead and roll athletics? Athletics.
Yeah, I'll take athletics. I'm not
athletics
terrible
sounds
at
good.
that. Surprisingly, for a dexterity-based character, I'm better at athletics.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, 21.
Yeah, you managed to make it down. You note larger veins of this the deeper you seem to go of that glowing material.
Cool.
Isabel got a natural 20 of getting down the wall. She didn't even use the rope. She just rock climbed.
Yeah.
For those of you not wanting to free wall it, a rope gives you advantage on climbing.
Oh crud! I already rolled.
Well, you can just click the button again.
Just roll it again.
Yeah, take the higher of the two numbers.
All right. So that was a 13, and then the second one was a 15.
Cool. With a 15, yeah, you make it down without too much of a struggle. I mean, you miss a handhold here or there, but you don't fall to your death or anything.
All right, Waylon's all arms, no legs.
Yep. All right. Now, we'll use the rope. Wow.
Oh.
Really?
So
Waylon.
Waylon makes it about halfway
11.
down, misses a handhold, and falls.
25 feet's not bad.
No. Shit. What is the? What is that? It's 6.
1d6. 1d6 per DM discretion, 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go with 2d6. See what you get here. That seems
Oh no.
fair. 5 points of damage.
All right. You guys just kind of hear him go, whoops. Falls.
So climbing down this thing, you drop your last couple of feet there. You land kind of solid on your ass. Verna, with your 15, you climb down, and as you're about halfway, that crystal that you had grabbed kind of falls out and lands down next to Isabel, also glowing.
Oh. Okay, so Verna's like, oh my god, I gotta get my gem, and then she takes a second and is like, oh, that's glowing.
Good.
That's
you're going
cool.
You're going full Smeagol.
For the notification of the dog, it got a 21 on its athletics to climb down.
Sweet.
Aww.
Yeah, I mean the dog makes it no problem. It kind of attaches like a repelling gear and just kind of lowers itself, Inspector Gadget style, down the side of this cliff.
Everything he does is so cute.
Inspector Willie.
No, we're not inspecting any willies.
You don't get to dictate what I do in my free time.
You know what? Fair. So you guys are at the bottom of this little ledge here now.
All right, I guess we'll take a look around and make sure, like space bees or whatever aren't going to attack us when we move stuff in here.
Sure. What's your plan?
I'm going to let Isabel go first because she's got them keen eyes, and I'll follow behind, and I'll make sure I'll make sure to prep some of my climbing gear this time, because I assume there's going to be more ledges and stuff. I'm going to have to kind of make this work.
Guys, we should make sure this place doesn't flood. I mean, we're 50 feet down now, And
Yeah,
we're
that's a
pretty
real good
close.
point.
We're pretty close to the ocean, if you want to call it.
That's actually a really good point. How dry or how damp is the ground we're on right now?
The ground seems pretty dry. You do hear running water.
Interesting.
Good to know.
All right, so we'll keep an eye on the ground as we go to make sure, see if there's anywhere that's still actually damp.
Yeah. Now you guys did climb up a fair way, and that whole entryway to the cave was slightly uphill as well.
Yeah.
So,
but we'll keep an eye just in case, because caves and cave stuff.
Yeah. Your rough estimate is you were probably about 100 feet above sea level when you entered the cave.
Oh, okay.
Give or take.
All right, that's not too bad.
No.
All right, cool. Well, like I said, we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens.
Totally. All right. Yeah. You guys are good. Moving through this cave. If you want to, perceive things or look around or do things.
I will be perceptive.
I like some perception checks.
Sure. That is another natural 20. I am on a roll.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Damn.
I hope we don't have to fight a space bear.
Draw a circle.
I kind of want to fight a face bear, just not right now.
Definitely not right now. I've got nothing. I have a knife.
Cool.
I don't want to fight a space bear right now.
So with that nat 20, Isabel, you note that carved into the wall are vaguely humanoid shapes. Well worn to the test of time, but they were definitely roughly person shaped. Larger than average forearms. Some of them seem to be holding something. Could be a weapon, could just be a staff, could be, that's just the way their limb is shaped. And they seem to be at an even distance, roughly every 15, 20 feet.
Okay. Hey guys, we got cave paintings. I'm going to point them out.
More like reliefs.
More like reliefs? Okay,
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
We got carvings. Someone used to live here.
Oh.
Oh.
Are they holding something?
And you will take special note as you guys are examining these that the hand, specifically the tips of the 3-fingered hands that seem to be left, they're all glowing with that same crystal material, as are the eyes.
Oh.
I don't know if I like or hate that.
I mean, if I was making reliefs and I was in a cave full of glowy rocks, I would also put glowy rocks there.
Oh.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, maybe they're just decorating.
That's what I would do too.
I am hoping that it is a previous, maybe religious thing, and that they aren't still living in this cave.
Yeah. Can we investigate or see how maybe do a check to see how old they are? Maybe.
Yeah. I'll allow either investigation or history if any of you are proficient in history.
Nah, I got a 4 in both.
Oh my gosh.
-2 in both.
What?
1.
-2 in both.
+0.
All right,
But,
I'll make the check then. Let's go. I don't know, Isabel, you want to hold the flashlight?
Yeah, I got you. I will help.
Aw.
Yeah. 22.
Cool. So based on how worn and the fact that you're not really seeing any tool marks anymore, you would guess these are somewhere between 300 and 500 years old.
Yeah, unless these things have a ridiculously unnatural life span, we should be okay.
All right.
I mean, unless it could be their ancestors could be still alive, but
Oh, let's hope not. I'm not really into knife fighting in a cave. I'll be real.
Y'all ever seen that movie, The Descent?
One of my
didn't know you were
favorite
into-
classics from the late 1900s.
Hey, they could
I didn't know you were into classic movies. I didn't know you were into the oldies.
That's true. This is the year 2450.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
those
was
are-
a really good movie. It stood the test of time.
That's like the equivalent to watching Nosferatu now.
No,
these guys
realistically,
could
it's
have been
like the
friendly.
equivalent of watching Oedipus
Shakespeare.
Rex
Hey yo.
from a time frame point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll
Right?
continue on and find any perils.
Alright. So as you continue through, these are fairly spaced out. There seem to be rough carvings, border art and stuff like that. Definitely denoting some sort of structure that's here-ish, kind of carved into the walls, every 10, 15 feet or so. And you guys come to another small cliff face.
How tall is this one?
Give me a check.
Alrighty. Yeah. 18.
Seems to be about 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's significantly better. I will use some of the pittons from my climbing kit, and I'll just kind of make a makeshift ladder for now. You just grab the pittons and
I
climb
will
up.
allow you to do that with advantage because as you start to climb down, you note that there's distinct handholds that seem to be well worn.
Oh, is this up or down? Sorry, up or down?
This is down.
Down. Okay. Yeah. So I'll climb down and I'll just put since it's only 10 feet, I'll put 2 pittons right in the middle as just little steps, so that way you can kind of lean over the edge, put your feet on them, find a handhold, and make your way down.
Yeah.
So let's athletics, right? Yeah. It's a gentleman's 12.
Yeah, I mean it's 10 feet. You hit one middle section and you're fine.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
this isn't exactly that high of a check.
Yeah, 50 feet, not a problem. 10 feet, halfway, he's going over the edge. You hear, oh, nope, we're fine.
Overconfident.
Yeah, that 50-foot one went way too well.
It's advantage to get down then.
Yeah.
Cool. That's my worst roll of the day, a 14.
Yeah, I mean you make it down. You're slightly more confident than Achilles, but
Story of my life.
Verna, after you.
Oh wow! All right, one second. And so Verna, before she climbs down, she goes to the little communicator watch thingy. I'm picturing it as a watch. I think that's what we had.
yeah.
And she's like, "Hajime, can you still hear me?"
How'd you make roll perception? Actually, yeah, roll perception. You might be slightly out of range for these watch communicators.
Darn it. All right, well, I guess it was worth knowing that. So then she's gonna roll for, what was it, athletics?
Athletics.
Yeah, at advantage.
Oh, balls. I didn't hit advantage again.
Okay, press it twice. You will live.
It's a very nice 10.
Somebody want to roll a dex save?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can roll to try and catch her.
Yeah.
I am the landing pad.
I got a 26.
You saved
I got her.
both of us, Isabel.
Yeah. You kind of shove Achilles out of the way as Verna lands effortlessly in your arms.
You know what? I'm picturing this is like a little bit of redemption for Isabel, even though she doesn't actually need it. Maybe her guilt is a little bit assuaged.
Yeah, because Verna's hallucinating that her family and denying that her family is definitely still alive.
Isabel owes you how many family members died?
5.
She owes you 5 life debts at this point. So
Only
It's
4.
like 4.5 now.
That's
That was probably like
a gentle 12 for the thudding of my construct hitting the next.
The save's a 10.
All right, clear the way, you guys. Okay, there we go.
He just drops
21.
down, doesn't even climb.
Yeah. No,
21. Nice.
so you guys find yourself in this large open chamber. It's the widest that this cave has been since you entered. It's about 50, 60 feet wide. The floor is flat. Way more flat than like the rest of the tunnel has been. And running through the side here, there is a fairly sizable, about 15-foot stream of running water.
Oh, that explains that.
do we have any way to test if it's potable?
Yeah. I mean, you guys can feed it to William, or you could take a sip yourself. Or Achilles might have something.
No, I'm just gonna take a sip.
Take a drink, buddy.
Oh.
I have a high constitution. I'll take a sip.
Achilles.
What?
None of us are real good at medicine. I don't know.
I'm passable.
How's it taste?
Yeah, DM, how's it taste?
So as you take a sip of this dark purple swirling water, everything you feel pretty good.
Oh God.
You feel better than you have this entire time. More awake, peppy.
Achilles has done some substances in his past. Is this like an induced effect?
No, this is essentially a health potion that's running through here, and it tastes like Mountain Dew.
Oh, good. As he's like filling a water skin with it. I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is real. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill my water skin with that stuff.
All right. Yeah, well, you feel more awake, less fatigued.
You know what? Fuck it, and I'll do the same.
Like you took some very fast acting Advil.
What's it taste like?
It's pretty great. Kind of tastes like I don't know, one of the like a retro citrus soda.
What? Get out of here! And Waylon's gonna walk over and try it.
Verna has some too, but her emotional wounds do not heal.
Oh. Verna, maybe you should just dive into
Waylon, you regain 4 hit points.
I say what?
You gain 4 hit points.
Oh, wow. Hey, this stuff's pretty good.
Bark.
Bark. That's right, William. It is tasty.
Oh, he's lapping it up.
Pat, if you would like to try to join here, you can have William try to send you a message.
And we'll see what Pat decides to do next time on Mechanical Rain. Oh, this is Justin, the other editor, by the way. Regardless, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Mechanical Rain. Make sure to like and subscribe over on our YouTube at Storm Gaming Alliance. And if you're already listening to us on YouTube, you can take Mechanical Rain on the go with you, because this podcast is in audio form on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify and pretty much wherever else you get your podcasts. And make sure to follow us on Twitter so you can stay up to date on everything Mechanical Rain related, as well as all the SGA information at Storm Gaming AL. And thanks again for listening to this episode. We'll be back next week for another installment of Mechanical Rain.
Yeah, when they land, they're going to be charcoal, but like it's fine.
Jesus.
Hey,
Okay.
you did this.
I did. So who's going to the cave?